The gain to feed ratio report is a graph shown at the bottom left-hand corner of the scientific screen. We see here. The x-axis is the day of age, ranging from 14 to 112 days, and the y-axis, in this case, from 0 to 0.8 kilos of growth per kilo of intake. Note, this is reported as gain to feed and not feed to gain. Early in the calf's life, the gain to feed ratio is quite high. You can see here about 0.6. This is often represented as a percentage, so this would be approximately 60%, or 0.6 kilos of gain for every kilo of dry matter intake. Gradually, this statistic declines until after weaning, when the ratio is about 0.2 to 0.25. As I make changes to the feeding program, for example, I'll change the composition of the grain, and we'll see changes in the gain to feed ratio. This grower feed is fed later in the calf's life, in the last half of the feeding period, so I'll make the crude protein higher. That should increase the gain to feed ratio, we can see here. So this is responsive, and the graph will update immediately as soon as we make any changes to the feeding program. There's one other gain to feed ratio report that's on the performance tab. We can go here and see the gain to feed ratio, 0 to 4 months. Our target is 31%, and we're at about 27%, or 0.26. Now this is for the entire feeding program. The gain to feed ratio is a very important statistic and really helps us to understand the efficiency of our feeding program. Our goal should be to optimize the gain to feed ratio and make the calves as efficient as they can be. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.